Hello and welcome to our conversations where we help you to move on up and to move forward. My name is George. Welcome again. You know, we talked the I Love You series yesterday, and I said today we would conclude it. And somebody got in touch. And I thought I would deal with this aspect of it today. How many times have you had two or more people argue with one another repeatedly? Is that what you said? Which incidentally is the title of our message today. Is that what you said? Well, that's not how I understood it. Next time, make it clear. I'm sure you've heard that before. And in fact, I'm sure you've been involved in a sin like that before, where the instruction or the communication was not clear. So, yesterday we spoke about saying no because you care for somebody and you don't want to put them in a situation where you prejudice them. So you say no to a request that they make. Now, this might be at a workplace, at a home, or wherever. What if the no wasn't clear? What if the no wasn't clear, resulting in the sin that we have talked about just now? You see, poor communication is an all too common reason why relationships break down. And when is a no a no? And what exactly did you say? So good communication involves delivering a message clearly and concisely in a way that connects with the recipient. And good communication is also about understanding the instruction or message, right? And it's actually a skill. Good communication is a skill that can be developed. And I always say to people, it should be developed. So it involves, as I said, being clear about what you have not committed to. So sometimes, what have you committed to? What have you not committed to? Is that clear? Because when everything is clear, then you don't have misunderstanding. I say a good practice is to reaffirm your understanding of the communication by repeating it. Repeating to the person who's just spoken to you. Now, that may sound pedantic, right? But it's a habit that will serve you well if you work on it, improve it, because you're guaranteed to get the right message all the time and to give the right message yourself. Some people are direct and clear, whilst others are more, shall we say, diplomatic. And this may result in misunderstanding. So make it a habit not to close a conversation until you're clear of what the other party is saying or requesting. And why do you do that? It is because you care for the other party. And you don't want to go forward with parties not being on the same page, for want of a better word. So make it clear. Get it in the habit to repeat it. Tell me clearly what you mean. So in the workplace or in the home, communicating effectively is absolutely essential. Because when there's a breakdown in communication, often morale, efficiency, and even trust can be broken. Because now someone assumes the other party is trying to wiggle out of a commitment, yet there was actually no commitment in the first place. Now, typically when communication occurs, it happens in one of three ways. Or there's a combination of, actually. There's a combination of verbal, actual words spoken. And the tone used, the tone is absolutely critical. And then non-verbal, that's your body language, right? How are you coming across? The gestures that you use, your body language. And then visual. And for me, visual, these days we have these emojis. My goodness me. But they communicate something and therefore must be taken into account when you are determining whether, in fact, the two guys have agreed on something. Now, whatever method you use to communicate, be sure to be clear, to be extremely clear. Why? Because you want your friend, your workmate, your spouse, your colleague to be clear about the message you're sending. So if it's a no, then it's a no, a clear, unequivocal no. And if it's a yes, well, then it's a yes. Let it not be maybe or maybe not. And so when we said, get into a habit of developing relationships by being honest and say, hey, no, I can't do this. But make that communication clear. So you leave your friend or colleague in no uncertain terms as to what you mean. All right? Okay, I thought I would close that off with that. And that ends it for this week. We'll be back again next week. All right? My name is George. I'm a life and a business coach at Vula and Law Consulting. And hey, if you like this video, share it with your colleagues. Like it. Hey, connect with us on our YouTube page, on my website. Yeah, let's hear from you how we can do things together. All right? Stay positive now. Stay positive because that's the way to go, and continue to work on your dreams and continue to grow as people. All right? Take good care now. See you Monday.